Anthony Edwards and the Wolves have outdueled Luka Doncic and the Lakers so far in their first-round matchup. Luka put up a valiant effort in Game 4, scoring a team-leading 38 points, but he couldn't match Ant-Man's 43, and the Wolves walked away with the win. LA is now in a 3-1 hole and on the brink of elimination. Yesterday on First Take, Big Perk gave his 2 thoughts on these young stars.
Anthony Edwards is different, top 5 player, and he's a better basketball player than Luka Doncic. We would never, ever have to question his condition. I saw what Nico Harrison was talking about when it comes down to the reason why he traded Luka. He traded Luka because he felt that the Dallas Mavericks were not going to be able to win a championship with Luka. We all know this. I didn't feel that way watching the game looking at Anthony Edwards. I'm saying to myself, Anthony Edwards is going to win a championship before Luka Doncic.
You know what was the funniest thing when that happened yesterday? Stephen A was mad he didn't wear a tie and a jacket. And he's like, Perk, you can't wear that on the show. Perk's like, you know what they say in church, come as you are. All right, Stephen A, do you think Ant will win a title before Luka?
The tough part of that question is that it takes a team to win a championship. So the question to really ask is, who do you have more faith in, the Lakers organization or the Minnesota Timberwolves organization? I wouldn't bet against Jeannie Buss to save my life because I believe in that woman. I like A-Rod's chances. He's now co-owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm not sleeping on Alex Rodriguez and Lorian and them brothers. They can do some things. Here's what I will say. A couple of things. Ant-Man is top 5. To me, he should be top 3, top 4 box office. He's spectacular. And I love him. I love everything he brings to the game. Luka, Nico Harrison. If Luka gets bounced out in the first round, Nico suddenly doesn't. The momentum.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So it sounds like you're saying Ant-Man.
I am.
Molly.
She's just being rude on purpose.
No, I'm not. We only have 3 minutes. I want to get to everybody and make sure your position is clear.
I would say if Minnesota finds a way to get it done this year, then yes. But I believe in Jeannie Buss. I believe in Rob.
What you mean by get it done? Hold up.
If they win the whole thing, I think the Lakers are going to make moves that are going to put them back in the conversation again next year.
So you're saying Luka?
I'm saying Luka, unless they win it this year. Minnesota.
Okay.
You mentioned front office folks, leadership. Tim Conley's still in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Orchestrator of the Nuggets.
He knows what he's doing.
I feel like the Lakers are going to be in a tricky spot trying to link up the timelines with Bron and Luka. And I still think those are both guys that guys want to play with. I think you might have to tell me otherwise. I think I'm going Ant on this one. This is a tough question, though, because you're right. It is totally contingent on what is around them. But I think when I look at a guy, I don't know. Is it easier to build around Ant than it is Luka? Yes,
because
right?
Because Ant defends.
Yeah, he's going to give you both sides of the ball.
He gives you both sides of the ball.
I think if we're looking at it right now and you get brilliant front office folks, GMs, and have to build because of that, I think I would lean Ant at this point.
Ant wants it. Luka is just a baller. He's just a superstar caliber, supremely talented offensive player. Ant is those things. Plus he defends. Plus, as the lights get brighter, he does. Luka does it to beat you. Ant does it to humble you. He comes for you. When you see, he loves Kevin Durant. Look at how he came at Kevin Durant. He loves Devin Booker. Look how he came at Devin Booker. Yeah, who can't respect Jokic? Came for him too. You know, lost to Kyrie and Luka. But remember, he made the one mistake in his young career on the basketball court. When he talked junk to Kyrie Irving, that's not something you do. Now, if you say you're going to drop 40 on him, but you talked about you were looking forward to defending Kyrie Irving. Now, that is blasphemy. You don't do that. This is Kyrie Irving that we're talking about. Nobody should want to defend that brother because he's just on another level. And that was the mistake that Ant-Man made, which I think he has learned from. But most importantly, going against Kyrie Irving and having to guard him offensively is entirely different than having to go against bigger dudes like LeBron, like Luka, that can't necessarily dance on you the way Kyrie can.
And I'm not going to call that a mistake. I'm going to call that a moment in his arc. But listen, because part of what we are praising about Luka, Ant, is that killer mentality. So yes, it sounds crazy to all of us,
challenge.
but he wants it. And I'm not
but to say you want to guard,
I got you.
I want to drop 40 on the bench. That's different because you can do. I want to guard Kyrie Irving. I don't know
But
the opportunity to
He
stop.
had the gall to say it though.
Yeah.
Will Luka ever say it?
And he got humbled by it too.
Will Luka ever say that?
No, because Luka ain't trying to guard. That's why. Ant is. Luka's a superstar. We get all that. But Ant at 23 and elevating. Literally and figuratively. The brother is special. Listen, that Ant-Man is
speaking
that
of
dude.
special, people have been waiting for this moment, okay? Rick, he returned to Port Charles, guys, and it got violent. A must-see scene by our very own.
Is that the Lakers didn't really believe in this team. We know that because they rescinded the Mark Williams trade. Because when they pulled out of that trade, they knew they were going to go the rest of the season with a very incomplete, flawed roster. They did a great job managing their weaknesses to get the 3 seed, and that enabled them a dream of making a run. And if everything had fallen just right, a run could have been made. But when they elected to pull out of that trade, they knew they were kneecapping themselves to a certain extent.
Monica, were the expectations for the Lakers too high?
I'm not going to say too high because I think they're rooted in respect for who LeBron James has been through this league for decades, literally, and the potential of Luka Doncic. But I will say we got disillusioned. I think we fell in love with the run they had down the stretch of the regular season and forgot that, similar to what Wendy said, we all said they got size and they got depth issues. And those two things are coming to the forefront in this particular matchup. And so I'm not going to say too high, but we knew when this trade went down, this was far more about a long-term play. If they happen to be able to bottle up fire this year, then so be it. But I guess I say all I have to say, yeah, they're too high.
Yeah, they definitely got Luka for a long-term play, which is a great move. But I feel like it's always championship or bust with the Lakers. Just like the Yankees, it's the same thing. Like you wear that uniform, especially when you have the talent of LeBron James, Luka Doncic, two of the smartest players with the ball in their hand. It's championship or bust.
But wasn't this season is championship or bust when you have Luka and LeBron, right? I understand what Wendy's saying, but you don't bring in Luka and have that blockbuster trade to wait for next year.
Right.
Am I missing something?
Laker fans want championships today.
When Luka Doncic was first acquired by the Los Angeles Lakers, the combination of him not playing much, clearly not being in shape, combined with the personnel that the Lakers had surrounding him, it was a foregone conclusion that the Lakers were not going to win the championship this year. Everybody accepted that. What happened was things changed once we saw a 7-week stretch where the Lakers were the #1 team with defensive efficiency in the NBA. We were like, what the hell is going on here? Nobody expected them to look that big time on the defensive side of the ball. So that's when things somewhat changed to the point where we said